Basketball has greatly changed and evolved since James Naismith invented and wrote the first rules of the game back in 1891, and many of those rules have changed over time, even in the 75 years of the NCAA tournament. Here to discuss the most influential changes that have happened in college basketball as we know it today is hoops historian and author Michael Bradley. Michael, it's hard to believe now, but there was a time in the game when traveling was a personal foul and coaches weren't allowed to talk to players during timeouts. What have been the biggest changes over the years in your mind?
I think if you start with the 40s and 50s, it has to do with the lane. First, it was widened from 6 to 12. Also, there was no more standing around for more than 3 seconds in the lane. That helped take the big men away from the basket and open it up so players could get there. Of course, the three-point shot and the shot clock are huge also. The three-point shot brought players out further from the basket, made the game more about trying to get long-range shots and get shots closer to the basket. And the speed and the pace of the game were influenced greatly when the shot clock was introduced.
Now, the game started as 4 players with solid fundamentals and shooting ability, as you alluded to. Then guys like 6'10" George Mikan came along, then Bill Russell, and it started to become a big man's game. Then, as you touched on, in 1986, the three-point shot came along. How has the three-pointer, though, changed college basketball from the way it's played, players recruited, and et cetera?
It's really made a dramatic change because it used to be that the goal was to get as close to the basket as possible before shooting. A layup was preferential to anything else. Now you have coaches who say, well, if we don't get the layup, let's take the 20-footer because that gets us 3 points. If we're shooting above 33%, it gets us better than the 2-point percentage of 50%. So coaches are now trying to find people who can do a little bit of both. Can you shoot from long range and get to the basket? And the mid-range game, where people used to hit 10 to 15-foot shots, that's almost anathema to some coaches because they say if you're not right at the basket or behind the arc, don't launch the ball.
Now, Michael, as history shows, the game has changed. Do you anticipate any major changes in the rules, or has this game been perfected?
The only changes I could see, and these would have to be down the line, maybe the shot clock goes to 30 seconds. Maybe you don't have 10 seconds to get the ball over. It's just a 30-second to get a shot up. Maybe the court is widened a little bit or lengthened because the size of the athletes and their speed changes the way the game is being influenced. And perhaps the three-point shot, as it has recently, will go back again so that it replicates what is in the NBA.
All right, so James Naismith, Dr. James Naismith, I should say, he died in 1939. If he was alive today, Michael, what do you think he would say about how his game has changed over the years?
He would be absolutely flabbergasted with the advancements. You think about he started this game to try to get some winter recreation for the people at the Y in Kansas, and now it's turned into a tremendous spectacle. Beyond that, the athleticism, the movement, the size of the players who can go to the basket and shoot at 6'8", 6'9", even 7-footers can shoot long-range shots. The fact that we don't have peach baskets anymore, there's no more laces on the balls, jump balls after shots. The game itself has changed dramatically, and the people playing it have undergone tremendous changes.
College basketball author and historian Michael Bradley, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure.
And if you want to read Michael's history of the Final Four, a great read for any college basketball fan, by the way, you can pre-order a copy of the Final Four program online at imgproducts.net.